a really solid season from this DeKalb team all around, 2 losses all season. When you go back to August, when you guys started practicing in an official capacity, where have you guys grown the most from then till now?
I would say our biggest growth has come on the O-line. A lot of new faces there, a lot of learning happened with that group early on in the season, and they're starting to gel and do things the right way. So our biggest growth has probably been with the O-line, and then just trying to learn a new defense. It's taken those guys a little bit to try to figure out what we like to do and the things that we've changed. And so the defense and the O-line is where the biggest growth has happened throughout the season.
I know when we came back here in August, you talked a lot about trying to make sure that you instill some confidence in these guys. Just how rewarding has it been to see that throughout the course of the season and see a team that a lot of the players have mentioned here today, just a lot of unselfish guys and the camaraderie continuing to grow?
Yeah, and I mean, the kids are the exact same that they were at the beginning of the season, and it's a weird thing that in sports, if a kid can gain just a tiny bit of confidence, what can happen on a field, on a court, whatever sport it is, a kid with a little bit of confidence, it can turn into a lot of positive things. And they've started to figure that out. And even in those early weeks, when you saw the loss against Angola and then the down at halftime against Garrett, I mean, the confidence just wasn't there yet. They didn't believe that they could do it. And now they just have the confidence that they can go out there and compete with anybody. And now they just take over.
Looking at this week, you know, East Noble's about to lock up the NE8 title outright, but how have you guys approached the last few weeks of the regular season, knowing I'm sure you want to head into the postseason with as much positive momentum as possible? Yeah,
I just play the next game that we have on the schedule. I mean, which was what we've been focused on the whole time. Great opportunity against a really, really good program to try to see where we measure. It's a great measuring stick to go into the what I think is one of the hardest sectionals in the state of Indiana. So you get to play a really, really good opponent at home, see where you're at to take you into a pretty packed sectional.
You talk about that measuring stick with a team like Leo. What comes to mind when you take a look at this team, and what do you guys need to do to make sure you come out on the right side of the scoreboard on Friday?
They're always a really well-coached team. They do everything right. They always, you know that they're going to give you their best shot every single time. They're really, really good on all 3 levels of the game, and so you're not going to get an easy one. So if you're going to win this football game, you've got to do everything right, and that's what it's going to take against a really good team, a really good coaching staff, a really good opponent. I mean, probably the best running back in all of Fort Wayne. So if you're gonna try to compete in this game, you've got to go make your own breaks, and that's what we've talked about with the kids. Is we've got to go out and make our own breaks. A team like Leo is not going to give it to you.
You take a look at Friday. It's senior night. It's our highlight zone game of the week. A lot of people here, and you know, probably the 2 of the best teams in this conference going head-to-head. What are you most excited about when you guys hit the field for one last regular season game on Friday?
I'm excited for the community, with bringing the community out here, fill the stands, fill these beautiful brand new red stands, and get a positive environment out here and get through all this, like you said, senior day. So you got all the little checklist things that the kids are going to have to go through. We've talked about it. You got to be here and you got to be there. And so just get to 7 o'clock. Get to 7 o'clock and let us just play the football game in front of our fans, in front of the families. Let the seniors go out one more time as brothers who've been doing it together for years. Just give them one more chance at it on their home field.